Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your buddy, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're back for some more War Thunder American tanks today. Taking a look at the M4. We previously had a look at the M10 tank destroyer and the M3 gun motor carriage. Good stuff. And now we're going to jump into the M4 medium tank, which would be the predecessor to the M4A1, which were for a while at the start of World War II when we got involved. In the Western Front, Normandy and everything, one of our major workhorses and improvements on reliability from, like, the M3 tanks, which were kind of crappily armored, and they did alright, but they're not fantastic. It's got a bit better mobility than, say, the M10, but it lacks a certain amount of firepower. It's got a 75mm M3 cannon. It can hold like 97 ammo in the game. It's got a 7.62mm machine gun and a 12.7mm machine gun. Pretty decent, one's here, one's in the turret. It's alright. You can shoot up like a tank destroyer side with it. You can shoot up an anti-air tank. It's okay. I could do with like a better engine though, because it's got one of those radial cylinder engines, and just doesn't really cut it when you need a backup real fast. So we'll just jump into a realistic tank battle and see how it performs. Alrighty, we're gonna... Ooh, I do like me some Berlin. I haven't recorded a video in Berlin yet. So I'm gonna jump into the M4. I'm gonna be carrying mostly the M72 shot that it starts out with, because the muzzle velocity of this gun is alright, but I don't get a lot of penetration, even from the sides, with the M61 shot, which is the explosive armor penetrating round. It does okay, but when it comes to not getting the crap murdered out of me, you gotta just make a sacrifice and go with what you know will actually shoot people. Oh, I'm not thrilled right now. Looks like we're in with quite a few, like, M18 Black Cats, the slightly more powerful tank destroyer. They're a lot faster, but they kind of have crappier armor. You can see there. So that means we're going to be fighting at a higher battle rating than I really want to, but sometimes when you got such sexy decals on your tank that I have no idea the relevance of putting peanuts on the side of your tank, because I don't think the Peanuts gang was a thing yet. It'll be alright. I'm sure we can do a thing with the stuff. We certainly have some fodder in front of me with the M5A1. So I'm going to hide in the buildings, and hopefully we can get some good shots. Especially at this battle rating, where you're seeing M18 Black Cats. Maybe the Black Cat's the premium one, I don't really look into that too much, but they are a higher battle rating than this for sure. They're totally tier 3, which means we're at like bottom rung tier 3 match right now. Oh, I see contact. I see customers. Bingo! Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, do stop. Do stop for Larry. Alright, so the thing with this tank is it's revolutionary in that it's got some nice welded sloped armor. It's thicker than the M3 line. And this was a big workhorse tank from, like, Northern Africa. It would go into the Western Front, and it would also be in Italy. And the building next to me is on fire, which makes me slightly uncomfortable. So it's not an unreliable vehicle. However, even though it's got a higher battle rating than, say, the M4A1 in this game, I find the M4A1 has a better chance and is a little bit better at bouncing shots off the front of it. Arguably, this is a tank that should be hiding in places and shooting from cover and doing things that you would expect of, like, a tank destroyer. But it's got a better... This thing's got a better armored hull in the turret, because the turret is cast, and it's got a better front gun mantlet. But I've found the M4 to be just a tad more reliable than this sucker. So we've got people sneaking around through there, which, not the best. I'm going to try and get in here without getting shot up the pooper. Because I like it when my pooper doesn't have foreign object lodged in it from a tank cannon. But that's just me. The other thing is, 105s like that guy there. have a tendency to fire high explosive rounds at you, and they've got better armor. You're not going to pin them where the crap without jittering at them for a little while, and that can be problematic for survival because it's just a howitzer on that 105. It can just it just shoots a big old honking explosive at you, at your turret, and it shoots down and kills everyone inside your cabin. Not the best, truthfully. Oh, that's bad. That guy could penetrate us and kill our driver. Let's see if we can stop that from happening a second time by shooting up his turret. Probably the best bet. I did oh, hi. Alright, that's cool. Nah, man. It's fine. What's dead in me? Just the driver. Or... No, that's the machine gunner. So we're fine, actually. The driver just freaks out when his friend exploded into goop next to him. Which, in all fairness, I would probably pee myself too. So there's that. I've also been a lot more of a fan in doing these videos, unlike other people that like to do them with arcade battles. It's just like, arcade battles, it seems like you get pot shot in dumb ways from across the map. Not a fan of that stuff. So we're just gonna try and be super sneaky and suave by hanging out in the ruins of these buildings. Alright, so what do we got? I don't see nobody sneaking up behind Larry, which is important. But they've already got the cap, and I think our 105 buddy is dead. Nope, he's up front. He's that guy with a weird name. I think we're okay to cross the street. We're a little bit better armored than the chickens that used to do this, so I feel justified in my decision-making. Oh man, Berlin. One hell of a battle. This is when the Panzerfaust, the Panzerfist, the tank fist of the German army, was given to the civilians, and apparently in a lot of sections of the city they ran out of tanks to shoot with it, so they just started shooting groups of people. And that kind of tells you the brutality of war. Oh, hello. Who's this over here? Oh, bingo. What's up, bro? You don't need all those people in your tank, especially when you're on fire. It's cool. Don't mind me, you lovely tank destroyer man. That was kind of like the German thing for anti-tank guns on tanks, to equip them with a really low caliber thing. Not the worst idea, but I guess from what I understand about tank history, it really blew chunks for trying to take out Russian tanks at one point. So, I mean, there's that. We'll shoot you through the side there. Take out your driver. Hopefully you can't see anything important on me, Mr. Stug. Stug F. As you see, this has been my primary issue with this tank. It's just been not penetrating in enough ways to really make me want to use the explosive ammunition. Are we capping? It looks like we countered them. So we will live a little longer. Is anyone behind me? No. I think getting flanked is my biggest threat. From my right now? Where can I get back? Shit. This is not a great place to be. So I'm gonna let those other guys try and cap, and I'm gonna snake back through these buildings to try and live a little longer. The other thing is, you know, obviously with a lower caliber gun, like an armor-penetrating round from something, say, like an 88mm, even though they don't have, like, a rigid armor-penetration round of any variety, definitely shrapnel's enough to murder the hell out of anything if you get a good shot in the front of a tank. This puppy, you gotta be kind of precise with where you shoot people, or else enough people will be alive to slow you down and murder you, because you get overwhelmed. That's the reason why I take, you know, like 40 of the ammunition, because you burn through it pretty fast and then you're left with nothing or high explosive armor penetrating. Not the bestest. The other thing that kind of bugs me about this tank is the front. You see those little wheelie bobs sticking out? Those wheelie dipples? That gets you hung up on all sorts of stuff. And it's not the best, truthfully. We have a lot of people moving over towards the Reichstag across the street. That was the German Parliament building. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I mean, that's a good starter tank, but it definitely needed more development as we, as a country, learned how to better build armored units, or armored divisions, and eventually you'd get to, like, the Easy 8's tank that appeared in Fury, and that is a marvelous vehicle. I've messed around with it briefly in a different game, but I have played with a lot of these tanks in, like, the mobile version of World of Tanks, so it does okay. The Easy 8's a lot more maneuverable. Now, we're shooting somebody, but it seems like I've been trying to just protect everybody by watching our flank, so it kind of looks like everyone's probably a corpse. Or over by the Reichstag, which I like the first thing more than the second, because they can shoot across at us. It looks like someone's capping the point. Where is the point? It's over there. I think I'll risk it. I don't think anyone's gonna see me. That's like, I don't even know what that is in the middle. I think it's like where they built Hitler's bunker or something. But I can say that it's very exposed there in the middle, like a man who has worn a trench coat to a park and opened it to reveal he's not wearing any underpants. Some spicy stuff. Nobody shooting Larry. Larry's your friend. He doesn't want to get stabbed in the face by a bullet or a shell. I'm gonna hide next to some hulks and pray. You good over there, M4A3? The 105, our other 105. You're a different 105 than saved my butt earlier, so you're good. Do whatever. Oh, also that. Are you dead? Or did he miss? You appear to be alive. Look at you. Fancy man. Don't see any action. Or maybe I do. I do see action over by the Reichstag. So if that, like a T-34, comes over and gets spicy, I can deal with him. Anyone coming from the south? Doesn't look like it. There's a plane. Oh, now it's up to Larry. Not the best. Oh, that is my worst nightmare right now. That is a KV-1. I'm about to shoot him up real good. Right through that frontal plate. Oh, crap. See, this is what I mean. Penetration on this gun, not the best. But he's dead. So look at me. Fancy boy. Oh, but there's another one. Shit. That's not good. Oh, alright. Damaging my track. Not great. Oh, disabled his gun breach, so he can't fire correctly. Fantastic. Look at me! I'm fancy! Alright, maybe I lied. Maybe I'm just got some bad luck previously. That seems like what happened. There's a plane. There's a damn plane. And that's gonna kill me. That murders the Chupacabra down to it. Oh. Or they could... Oh, he got shot down. Thank you, Mr. AA. I've never had reason to say that. Oh, thank goodness. Thank the schmooglin' booglin'. I also like how they actually, like, have the flak going on in the background. Yes! Larry wins. Alright, now I just have to... Oh, hi. Now I just have to defend this. And not get murdered. Alright. What's the worst that could happen? Don't think about it, Larry. There's gonna be more of you all over the place. I'm fancy. I don't know... Some people, like, can look at scoreboards and determine who's left alive and who's not. I've never been able to do that. What's down here? Nothing? Sweet. I could use some backup, boys, if possible. That'd be great. Alright, so there's a guy behind me shooting at me. He's just really bad at aiming. Yep, there it is. He's right up on that hill, that ridge. That ridgy fidge. Oh, it's T-34. That's a problem, because this thing buckshot like nobody's business. Don't shoot me. Shoot. I want you to shoot first. I want you to shoot me first. Baby T-34. Dang it! Oh, I need backup. I can't shoot. Yep, that's how Larry dies. But if I hurry, I can prevent him from capping. Yeah, he's a ways off. Let me get back in the M4, because I have a respawn. I have 2 spare respawns that I won. Did I mention that I really like the ability to, like, win stuff? That stuff is great. Love that. Yeah, being able to win, like, stuff, like respawns, or backup vehicles, or talismans, has made it a lot easier for me to do this series, or start doing this series. Oh, that's bad. Come on, dingbutts. Why are you hiding back here? I need your help now, not later, now. Gosh dang. Alright, so I've got the rigid rounds equipped. Ken, Larry... Alright, so the tank destroyer is making a move. Thank goodness. I was feeling kind of lonesome. And he's destroyed him. That's great. Or maybe the plane bombed it. Do we still have a plane in play? This frickin' thing. I wish you could shoot these stupid train cars. Apparently these were really annoying to make blockades for tanks. So go figure. Oh. I guess he just repositioned himself. That caps really fast, too. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure it's just that T-34 yet. But they can... The Russians have got really great armor-penetrating explosive rounds. So that does not bode... Could you not be a dumb little monkey behind me? Dipstick? Are you dead? Oh, I'm lagging, that's the problem. Alright, I criticaled his turret. I killed both of them, it looks like. Both of them in the turret. So he's not doing anything for a minute. I need the planes to go away. Oh, nope, we lose. I put up a pretty valiant fight, if I do say so. Oh, that was an SU-122. Yeah, I do put up a pretty good fight in this game. I mean, I got, like, what, 4 kills? I did okay. I did more than okay. I won probably my better engine, which I needed desperately. So I have my better engine. I need a better transmission. That's almost researched. And we'll see how that better engine does in another round. Let's go for broke here today. Then we'll talk about, at the end of the video, we'll talk about armaments and stuff. Alright, so yeah, here we are in the Battle of Kuban. We gotta cap the enemy cap point in their spawn region, which means we gotta murder everybody. And my preference, as you might have seen from earlier videos about the M10 and the M3, I like low spots. I like the lowlands of Kuban is what I call this area, where there's lots of nice hills. And we're gonna roll through and sneak around and hopefully not get instantly murdered. It just depends on team select. Good news about the M4, it's got a pretty decent turret depression because, I mean, if you look inside the tank, there's plenty of room for it to slap the top of the tank when you aim downwards, so that's not a big deal. And, no, the only thing we really have to worry about is anyone getting a nice direct hit right there in the middle of our two, like one for the machine gunner hatches. If you shoot a good-sized explosive penetrating round there, my tank is just one shot dead. So you gotta try and sneak around, you gotta try him to get you to shoot you at an angle in diamond formation, try to shoot that turret, most heavily armored part. And I gotta give credit to America and Russia. We were pretty smart about making sure that the turret was hard to make dead immediately. Not super hard, but it's a little harder. So, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know too much else about this tank. It's got a 75mm, decent muzzle velocity, 2 machine guns. The engine, I'm actually loving the new engine I just got from that last match, capping that point. It is doing me real good. This boy up here, this 105, is getting shot up by some less than friendly people. So I gotta investigate with my cannon out. Slap him in the face with your cannon, Larry. Call him a dirty girl, even though he's a dude in a tank, because it's World War II. I think he got murdered. Is that M105? Or, no, that's not an M105, that's like a M4A3 105. Got a big old howitzer cannon, so it does the stuff. Oh, I missed that at F2. That's bad. That F2 can one-shot me. Unless I get a good hit off on him. Yep, yeah, get back there. Get back out of here, Billy. Nobody wants to see your weird snout thing that you call a cannon. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't want it inside my tank shell, murdering my peeps. They're important to me. They keep me alive. They keep Larry situated and comfortable. I also don't know what people's reactions to these videos are, because I saw some other people making these videos. In fact, quite a few other people of varying degrees of popularity, and I figured I'd give it a shot, and I've rather enjoyed it because it's given me an excuse to focus and practice on one or two more specific tanks, and I rather enjoy that. That said, some of these tanks are harder to play than others. Some of these tanks kind of suck. So there is that. That's a dead AI. Husky Varna. Taming the wild by being a dead, bloated corpse on the battlefield. Somebody up there just shot my prey. Who was probably preparing. Nobody up there to shoot at me. Oh, hi. Are you dead? Well, you're about to be destroyed. Yes. Are you still alive? That's the question. Nope, you're dead. Ooh, oh, hi. Hi. Ooh, he, her. Her, he, her. There's like, is that an AI? It's, no. No, it's not. I can't even see you. And that's a problem. Not being able to see who's murdering me. Don't appreciate it, truth be told. But I have killed people. And I've helped murder other people. I got 30 seconds to repair, so I'm pretty much just gonna have to make peace with this. I can't see who's shooting me. I assume my pals on the hill over there are gonna make him dead. So that'll be nice. We're playing with Russia for once. So we got an Su-76, which is like the last of the open-top Russian tank destroyers. Big honkin' gun in that sucker. So make sure you machine gun up the right side of him, the left side if it's facing you. Or else you'll be in a world of hurt, because that thing has got the lovely explosive rounds that Russia, I've found, is quite good at. And they make things dead that I would never have thought were easy to make dead from either America or Germany. Things that I've learned since playing more than just Germany. That said, Germany, gotta love the Tigers. They're so tasty. Right, the Su-76 is up there. I presume it's safe-ish, or else he'd have been murdered by now. What are you shooting? Who is this? What is this? Oh, it's another F2. May just poke a couple holes in there myself. Yeah, this is kind of the thing with battles lately. If you get enough competent American tank destroyers, or even just a handful of, like, 105s that know where to shoot that high explosive round and kill everyone in the lower... Because they shoot the turret and it shoots down through the roof. There's often nobody to shoot. Everyone's a corpse. And of the problems to have, it's not the worst one, really. We're capping both points. Does Larry dare go intercept who's ever capping our point? Probably. I don't like sitting on cap points, even though they give you great research and great points. Just because, I like to stay a little mobile. I don't like getting stabbed. Because the moment you slow down and sit still, people can zero in on you between lives that you've been murdering, and come murder you with a plane or something. And if there's one thing that gets me super saucy, it's getting blown up by a plane in a tank battle. I mean, I don't even know why that's a thing. It's like they don't let me go in an AA tank of ridiculous tier in, like, planes battles. So, I mean, what is the deal? You're probably thinking to yourself, Larry, if you were the one guy in an AA tank in an air battle, you'd probably get the crap shot out of you. Maybe. I'm decent at the AA, actually. I've not really practiced a lot, but it's not supremely hard, mostly because they give you the ability to, well, they kind of help you, basically. And I think some of our AA tanks in the war actually had, like a gizmo that helped them aim at planes if they had an idea of how far away that plane was. We definitely have... Actually, that was an enemy plane, I think. We got some people recamping it, so I don't think I'm actually needed. So I guess we'll just swing out wide and go up through the middle. We have some of our pals spawn camping, which is a dickish thing to do, and a good way to get killed randomly near the end of a match when you shouldn't really need to. I'm always a fan of camping just outside of spawn. I think it's more fair. If you're smart and you're expecting it, you can probably figure out or know to look for where I'm hiding, and maybe you can kill me before I murder your face. I find giving them a sporting chance is a touch more fair. But that's just me. Someone's been murdered up there, so maybe it's a good thing we're coming back. So, I kind of like the new engine the M4 has got. I'm not super in love with it, though. The M4's engine, kind of small for the tank, and I feel like with a lot of tanks up until near the end of the war, when you get things like the EZ-8 that was featured in Fury, that a lot of the tanks are going to be too big for their britches, as far as engines are concerned. I mean, it's just a thing. It's just your regular old thingamajigger. That is a martyr who I want to shoot. Now I have screwed that up, so if he even saw me a little bit, I'm in for some trouble. Nope! Got you in the ammo, big boy. Ugh. Crispy. Just the way I like them. So, I mean... Oh. Where was that from? That was from right over there. That was so low and bouncy that I didn't even get a chance to get, like, a damage reticle. That didn't do diddle-piddle squat. Alright, oh, someone's on that hill over there. I like you. We're friends now. Look at you, so saucy. Look at you, M4A1 being a dick. Love it. That's the one with the cast hull. So this thing is like a bunch of flat plates that are welded together at varying angles. Whereas the M4A1 is like one continuous rounded cast hull. Which is a little... in my opinion, it's a little better. I feel like this armor on this sucker is a little wanting. I've definitely bounced more shots in the M4 than I ever did with this guy. Maybe that's just I've gotten unlucky. That's just been my experience. That's the martyr I murdered sweetly in the night. That's a shadow. Where is that? Is he dead? Did you kill him? I hope you did, because you're nice to have on the hill. Did we cap that? We're capping it. There's more than enough people. So here's the other thing. Is there a dude over here? There must be. The other thing is, I don't like being, like, one of, like, the 10 people on the cap at the end of the game, because one bomb is, like, goodbye. Alright, that's it for... Oh, there he is. That's where... He was an F2. I'm surprised he didn't get a shot off on me. But yeah, you know, I like this tank. It's a good middle-of-the-road tank. It's not super powerful. It bounces a lot of shit off other tanks, which makes it kind of crappy, in my honest opinion. But, I mean, other than that, like, as long as you've got plenty of the rigid shells, and I might even suggest not bothering to carry the other types of shells, the high explosive shells, it's pretty decent, you know? Let's take a look at the armor. So this sucker, it's got this lovely 50mm plate there. This is 50. It's all 50 on the front, except for this little bit there in the front of your... Oh, no, wait, that's bonus armor. So right there in front of these little ports where your people sit, so like driver here, machine gunner here, there's these extra plates of rolled homogeneous armor that are another 25mm. So that's actually pretty decent. However, it does kind of point out on the sides where to shoot for the ammo. And the sides of the armor are only 38mm, so these together are barely over 50, and that's not going to stop a lot of shells going at the side of you. The front of them, shooting at these two little ports on the sides, you could do okay and maybe bounce some shots, but that's where I've been penetrated the most, is in these little driver and gunner compartments. The turret has got 76mm, it's got a gun mantlet of 50, It's got like a rotating metal bit underneath of that, of added armor of 88 millimeters, and this little side skirt, like a eye patch of 88 millimeters. The hull, or the sides of the turret are 50. The back is 38. The tops is only 12. The bottom is probably nothing. It's okay. It basically the best bet is to put as much of your hull under cover as possible and just have your turret sticking out, because the whole idea of this is it's a heavily armored turret on the part that's facing you, so face what's going to murder you, and you should be pretty okay. That said, I've gotten a lot of people shot through that machine gun hole. Some people are good enough at aiming that. Gotten a couple of shots on this little, the hatch, and a couple of times I've died that way. It just depends. It's an okay armored machine. It's nothing to write home about. It's just pretty well maneuverable, pretty well armored. But I definitely have been preferring the M4A1, because as you can see, it's just one big honkin' cast thing. And something about how this is all just one continuous slope, except for the hatches. This just seems like it bounces shots better. And then, of course, inside the M4, you will find the ammo is in the sides, same spot that the Tiger would be, so if you shoot it in the shoulder, there's a good chance you'll make it go boom. You can also shoot it right there on the floor in the center of the... it's like the front 2/3. You can make it explode there, too. I try not to keep a lot of ammo. I'm actually going to stop equipping quite so much, or if any, armor-penetrating explosive. But yeah, it does alright. I mean... the worst thing that's going to happen is probably your commander and your loader are going to get shot up, because the machine gunner behind that little eye patch is not the machine gunner, the gunner himself is the most protected. So it's a good tank. It's got a slightly higher battle rating of 3.7 than the 3.3 M4. However, I think that's because the M4's gun, something about it is slightly not as good. Don't ask me why. In my opinion, it's if it's not the same, it's about better for the armor on the front, bouncing more shots. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little segment on the M4. It's the first time in a while actually playing it that I had two really good matches in a row that I didn't get immediately exploded after I got close to the enemy cap point. So yeah, if you got some tanks you want me to take a look at or some recommendations, let me know. Again, I try to play tanks that I can actually show you decently. I'm not going to play a tank that I can never kill anybody and I get shot up instantly, because that's boring and lame to watch. So until next time, I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a whole bunch. And I enjoy making these videos a little bit more than just playing randomly. And we'll see where it goes from there. I'll have other people joining me. Why So Shifty might come back. He's been in World of Battleships. Oh yeah, we'll see. Have a good one, guys. Bye.